Crying on the inside, dying on the inside. That's the me you see. But what you don't see is this isn't really me, or at least the lad I didn't used to be. I'm drowning in my addiction. This is true. But my depressed reaching out for you. Won't you throw me a lifeline and help me save this life of mine? My home can be anywhere or nowhere. My daily meals consist of anything or nothing. My money is only what others give me. I am real, I am human, and I am homeless. Will this loneliness ever end? Will I ever see a new life? Does anybody care? I am real, I am human, I am homeless. If only people could see where I stand and offer me a helping hand. I am real, I am human, I am homeless. Please offer me that helping hand.
Perfection, like no other, flawless, absolutely flawless.
His grand red carpet rolls out, on the side they stand, worshiping you like a god and like a goddess. Somehow, you remain modest. Flashbulbs pop, paparazzi goes wild with amazing grace. You walk and smile, they answer to your beck and call. You're flawless, after all. Overqualified for position, your dreams see fruition. Me a class on a higher plane. Everyone wants to know your name. Just like perfection, needs no correction. Like no other. Absolutely, just like perfection, needs no correction, like no other. Absolutely flawless, 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 absolutely flawless, like perfection, like no other. Flawless, like perfection, like no other. Flawless, absolutely flawless.
Just to say that we believe you're going to Africa.
Yes, I'm going to Africa next year in February 2013.
Is this a holiday?
No, doing volunteer work, building schools, toilets, just all kinds of, I don't know.
And how did you get selected for that?
There was a piece of paper and I put my name down for it. I've been to London, I had to get assessed and I passed with flying colours.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Useless sword, gonna run your friend, nothing. Be an article thing with the rest of it. Long time ago, try get me set, been a good time. Vision you say, you no need me, you no want me, and you try your best to come this me. Tell you already, me no deal with the slavery. Don't bother, it's a don't bother with me. So. Oh, big up all of the crew there, hold tight all of the Mildmay people there, I don't know.
These people on the margins who've got no place to go, look beyond their clothing. There's something we must know.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky.
So what's your name, sir?
It's Paul.
Okay, Paul, were you homeless before?
I was, yeah.
How long were you homeless for?
Since October last year.
Okay, and was that, what circumstances led up to that?
Just going to prison and stuff, and come out of prison, I had nowhere to live, and ended up in Mildmay, and it's a great place to live.
What's Mildmay meant to you?
A lot of support, a lot of help. Sort of changing my life around, get me back into the community.
Smashing. And what sort of work would you be looking for now?
Warehouse work and FLT, forklift truck that is. And anything really, general.
It was a good show tonight. Thanks very much for your time and good luck.
Thanks for coming.
Cheers.
Your name, sir?
Jed Sutcliffe.
And what do you do with Chapter 1?
I'm an operations director.
And what does that mean?
That means I look after the Midlands and the North West region.
Okay, so you deal with a lot of homelessness?
All the time, yes. Yeah.
What sort of things have you seen over the years?
I've seen an increase in homelessness over the last few years. Certainly when you see amongst the young people, at one time the traditional person who was homeless was normally much older, living on the streets, rough sleeper, etc. Now we're seeing a lot of young people coming into homelessness.
So what do you think is causing that?
I think it's a variety of things. I think there's certainly the kind of economic climate at the minute. I think, dare I suggest, some of the government policies, etc. But I think there's also been a breakdown of kind of society as a whole. So it's quite difficult.
Okay, so you helped put on the show tonight?
I didn't know all I've done. I've just actually come up from London tonight just to support them as much as I can. I mean, the credit is due to these people, not to me, and to the guys who are doing the catwalks, not my doing.
Fantastic. Okay, so where can people contact you at Chapter 1?
People wish to contact me, they can actually contact me direct at my central office, and I can give you those details in a minute, or otherwise just contact us direct at Liverpool Mildmay Project.
That's great, thanks very much.
Okay, thank you as well, thank you.
And your name?
I'm Sarah Johannesson.
What's your role with Chapter 1?
I'm a trustee of Chapter 1 Housing, yeah.
What does that mean?
Basically, I go and have board meetings with the central management team 4 times a year, and I'm involved in the running of the organisation. So we sort of assist the management team, and we help them in deciding about the finances and about the different projects around the country. So we're sort of just there to support and help, really. So yeah.
Have you seen a rise in homelessness?
Yeah, I have, yeah. I mean, I think over the years, you know, I've been involved with the organisation for 8 years now, so I've just seen, you know, obviously with poverty and just, you know, with a lot of people becoming unemployed and with the recession, you know, the situation has got really bad, and, you know, and I think as an organisation we've really just tried to help and to try and develop the projects to help as many people as we can. Yeah.
And how can companies and businesses in the area help Chapter 1?
Oh, they can help loads actually, because I'm living in Leamington Spa now, even though I'm originally from Liverpool, and we've got loads of volunteers in our area that go into the projects, and we're always encouraging local businesses and companies to sponsor or to give us money to help, you know, the residents in the houses, and, you know, they can come in, and we've had like a big company in our area that's come in and had like a painting party and painted rooms, you know, in the houses to make them look better and things in the projects, so things like that really, so everyone can get involved and do something.
Yeah. So what did you think of the show tonight?
It was fantastic, it was absolutely amazing, it was just so brilliant, and like I had loads of tears in my eyes a lot of the time, and I thought the lads were brilliant, and just seeing their faces and how happy they are, and just it's been really good.
Is that's down to Chapter 1?
Yeah, definitely, and I think just raising the awareness of homelessness in Liverpool and just having all these people here tonight just to see that, you know, the homeless are normal people and they're just like us and we need to help them.
So thanks very much for your time.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
And your name, sir?
Vinny Hesse.
What do you do with Chapter 1?
Well, my friend Sarah is one of the trustees of Chapter 1, and she's based down in Leamington Spa, and she contacted me on Facebook, which is great social media, and asked me would I like to come to the event. Now, I did know about the event because I got an email, because I work, you know, in the drugs field, and we work with a lot of guys who are homeless. I also am the hostels and homeless worker for the drug service, so, you know, on a day-to-day basis, you know, I'm sort of rubbing shoulders with lots of these guys. The event tonight has been absolutely amazing because, for me, it demonstrates the potential which needs to be unlocked. You know, a lot of these folk that you saw tonight are generally marginalised and, you know, stereotyped in such a way as a waste of space. But, you know, I think you've probably seen tonight clearly demonstrated the talent that they have, and also the commitment of the staff who are working with, you know, these individual lads.
That's great, and yeah, as you say, the lads have all got the unique talents that can be brought out by Chapter 1.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think that, you know, I believe in what we called asset-based, not asset-based, but asset-based, yeah, community development. And what that actually means really is that when you've got, you know, particularly in a hostel, say Mildmay House, which is part of Chapter 1, that is a microcosm of society. So you're going to get, you know, young men going into that hostel who've got different skills. And what we need to do is get those skills harnessed. You've seen some of them tonight. To watch them lads in a very short space of time, you know, doing BSL, which is British Sign Language. And now I do BSL. And it took me, you know, a long time to develop the skill and the art. These guys have done it in a very short space of time. And that just gives you an idea of what can be done if you give them the time, the effort and the commitment. If you leave them to their own devices, then they'll go the way that they've always gone, and they'll start using substances or, you know, or alcohol. If you invest in them and believe in them, then they come to believe in themselves as well, and then the future's quite bright for them.
We think you're doing a wonderful job. Thanks very much for your time.
Many thanks indeed. Take care.
Paris.
Paris. And you were part of, what's Chapter 1 meant to you?
It's mean everything. We had a good time as well and all the things, so it was good fun for everybody to see. Like, life is not just what you see. Life is, you know what I mean? We make choices in life and we end up in bad choices sometimes, in bad position. So at the end of the day, you just pull up with life. But this is something show people what are homeless. It's not like are people there who care for you or want you to move on with your life again. So thank you to everybody from where we are. So that's it. I cannot say anything anymore, so leave it there.
Wonderful, thanks very much.
Tony.
And Tony, have you been homeless for a while before?
No, I was staying with a friend, and then I was only actually homeless for one night, so I'm lucky enough to get into Mildmay the next day. So,
What's it meant to you?
Well, it's got me life back on track, so yeah, and I've got involved. And also now I want to look at getting into that type of support work as well. So yeah.
So what's you want to be in that sort of employment?
Yeah,
area?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking at courses and counselling is I want to start getting into. So we're looking at like basic and counselling courses and then building up, like, so it'll take a couple of years, like, but yeah.
So is it a sort of run-of-the-mill thing when you've been cared for, you want to give it that kind of thing back?
Well, I don't know about the other lads, like, but it's the longer I've been in the hostel, the more I thought that's what I'd like to do. Yeah.
So you look very smart in your suit.
Yeah, it's the only time I do, yeah.
You got more better looking women than we did.
Yeah, but we don't go home with them, do we? So.
Thanks very much indeed.
Okay, thank you.
My name's John Pierre.
John Pierre, super. Have you always been in Liverpool?
Oh no, I'm just like about 3 months now.
Oh, really? And where you come from originally?
From Africa, Congo.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you enjoy your dancing tonight?
Oh yeah, really, I did.
Where did you learn to dance?
But when I was a kid, before it was something I was like try to want to do in my life, be professional dancer, and when I grown up and I be lose the appetite I had, like, you know, I had like vision, different stuff. You know, you don't, when you grown up and it's like you got friends, you don't do things, you know what I mean? And it was like so hard for me, and I was like, okay, when I grown up, I don't think so that's a job for me to do, you know what I mean? Let me focus on the other stuff, you know. But anyway, sometimes when I go with friends and we had a fun drink, we go club, and I try because, and they love it, you know, they always ask me, why you don't, you know, doing that as a profession? I say, man, I need to, it's a long way to go, man, you know what I mean? And as I'm growing up as well, because there's a lot of like competition as well in a kind of industry, you know, it's really, really so tough to get in. And I was like, nah, because sometimes when you watch other people, you just like, no, that, you know.
So were you homeless before? Were you homeless for a while?
The thing, so when I was in London, was in kind of a relationship with my wife, and things didn't turn up on the way I was expected. We end up break up because it was too much argument. I was too much stress, and I just decided to move up I moved up over here because I was coming because on that time I had a friend who was living here, and when I was coming, when I was having my holiday for my work, I was coming for weekends, and I used to enjoy it. Found it like more like friendly place, and I see people, they're more like, you know what I mean, than London, you know. And one day I was when after all these things happened, and I was like, why not just like try to go start my life in Liverpool? And that's why I just like decided to move up. I didn't have any money with me, and it was only the guy I know, my friend I used to come, and he told me there's one also. I'm gonna probably try to take you there, and he took me there, and I fill up these forms and all of that, and yeah.
So what's Capture One meant for you?
Pardon?
Mildmay House, what has it meant to you?
Mildmay House is, I can say, I found it, for me, like the beginning I was like, think like it's gonna be hard for me because it's not my first hostel to be. I was in a YMC, yeah, but I found it like more friendly people, they really help you than where like YMC when I was back the day hostel, you know. And it was like they just leave you, and it's like kind of they don't really socialize you like together. But Mildmay is like they always put us together, like you see today, the thing we did, and it was nice, you know what I mean.
Okay, so what sort of work would you be looking for?
Me, but at the moment I was just like I'm doing like some part-time stuff in Sport Direct, yeah, as a casually sales assistant, yeah, but.
We'll get you a job as a dancer, I think it's better for you.
Yeah, if you come, why not? You know what I mean?
Thanks very much for talking to us, and good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so what's your name, sir?
It's John Bradbury.
Okay, and you were homeless?
Yeah.
How long are you homeless for?
Well, it's been on and off since I was like 17.
Oh, right, okay, so what has been Chapter 1, what's it meant to you?
It's put a roof over me head and that, you know what I mean? Like, I've settled down in there, I've got to know a few of the lads and that, so we get on a lot, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you were doing the show tonight. What's that meant to you?
I was boss. Put a smile on my face, put a smile on all the boys' face, put a smile on the audience face. It's done for a good cause.
Great. So, and the other lads were with you, what's it meant to them, do you think?
I don't know, you might have to ask them, won't you?
Super. Alright, well, thanks very much for your time.
I'd just like to say thanks to Chapter 1.
Yeah, sure.
So, putting it together and stuff, and letting me stay where they are.
Great.
Nice one.
Thanks very much indeed.
Regardless of their sins, thank you.
But I see your true colors shining through. But I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like the rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laugh. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, just call me up, because you know